The first time for resource construction, the second time for the crit on my terminology damage, and the third time for indestructible. So that's completely crazy. It's giga huge RNG. You can like it or not. You saw people in the Diablo IV Lord of Hatred leaderboard and wondered how they got up to 2 significations on the items without getting the item unmodifiable. Well, I got a little tip for you how you can do that on your own. Quick shout out before that to Rob that kinda made the initial video, so it is based on his video. So yeah, what is the trick on that? So I can show you this again. The top clearance of the leaderboard for Warlock has a gem strength in this item transfigured, but in addition also an item quality transfigured. And normally this shouldn't be even possible because it would be unmodifiable, as you can see after the first try. Well, Blizzard, as it seems, didn't intend that it will be 100% unmodifiable. You have a high chance to be unmodifiable. So that is also the reason that you can kinda with your own transfigure item. So as you can see here now, I got a transfigure on this item, as you can see here with this little cube on the bottom of the turret's might, but it is still modifiable. So how did I do that? Well, it's just plain and simple. Just put the item in your cube, then transfigure it, and then you will get most of the time an unmodifiable item. But if not, you can craft with it your weapon. But there's a pretty little tip here. I advise you to not just rank up your item to masterwork, to your temper and go all up the way and waste a lot of materials. Just go with your items in your bag. You will just make them to a legendary, and then you just hit your transfigure item on then, and then hope that it doesn't get unmodifiable, and then you will just craft it after it is a legendary. So for example here, I will just go to transfigure item, and then I'll hope that it will get modifiable. Still after that is unmodifiable, so I'm just going plain and simple to delete this item, and then you will go with the next item. So we can test out some of them that I have here in my bag that we can take, for example. And then you will just go with every item of that and transfigure item. Boom. You hope it's still modifiable. Not modifiable, you will go with the next. And then just sell it to get the real GG items unmodifiable, and then with the next one, transfigure item. And it's also unmodifiable, so we'll just, yeah, need a lot of items to get this working, but you can get your real GG items with that approach, and you can even get like your crit on your weapon. So as you can see now, I got that on my ring. So I transfigured resource construction on it. So now what should we do now? Okay, you can now go and start and do tempering on it. So for example, I'm looking at offensive terminology damage, and I will put terminology damage on it. Then maybe you will just go for a crit on that, and then you will crit it. And now, as you can see, we're gonna test it out and actually crit your transfigure. So that can also happen with your gem strength in this item. So, and as far as I know, you can even double crit it. So like you can crit it from your masterwork, and if you crit it with the second time on your second transfigure attempt, you can double crit your gem strength in this item, and then you will get like 360% total or something. This is completely crazy, and with that you can craft your GG items. And after that, for example, you got all of your things now, just go for a socket and then the right spec you want to have, and then hit the second time the transfigure item. And then you also need to kind of modify item to get like a socket on it, and then you transfigure it the second time, and then it will get another transfigure item. And as you can see, I got a second transfigure without breaking it. This is giga rare. because our demonology damage from our temper did it, I don't know, and then did it for the third time, and now it is indestructible. So, for example, I transfigured it 3 times. The first time for resource construction, the second time for the crit on my demonology damage, and the third time for indestructible. So that's completely crazy. It's giga huge RNG. You can like it or not, but with that attempt you can create some really insane items. So just go ahead and prepare all your items with like your rare and your blue items craft. That is a legendary, but do not temper or do not masterwork it, and then just hit it on your cube, trying to get a transfigure on your item, and then you will maybe get the better outcome and not get transfigured. As you can see, I also got this on my mythics, and currently I'm just crafting, or after I got my mythics, I will just throw it into the cube and transfigure it first. If it fails, I will just salvage it and rinse and repeat. And with that, you can kinda create your unbelievable items. So for example, what gonna we do now if we have, for example, a rare item? You kinda need to craft it first. So you can go over now for add affix. It has a GA maximum life. Go for add affix, and then you want to go for your offensive stats on it. So you will get your fire damage multi. Okay, you can go for focus reroll and then get the one you want. Okay, willpower. Now you can add an affix and you should have a high chance. You will get now a fire damage multiplier. In my case, I need a physical damage multiplier, and you can also look what things you have on your bucket. Now we get weapon damage, max life, and fire damage multi. Theoretically, you can now go ahead with your power stat and guarantee the willpower on your weapon, but we want to get our fire damage multi rerolled, and because it is the aggressive tuning prism, it cannot be our max life. And now I will show you a trick how you get a 100% guaranteed outcome that it will be a fire damage multi. You will just go to your enchant item, and you want to keep your max life, you want to keep your weapon damage. You can maybe also then craft it later on, but you will go for weapon damage as your reroll. Can then even get a high reroll, but just get the reroll done, then no change, and now this can't be modified again. You cannot reroll it. So now you will have a 100% guaranteed outcome to reroll your fire damage multi. So as you can see, we're gonna put the offensive affix in it. Normally it would reroll either weapon damage or fire damage multi, but because we have the focus reroll and the weapon damage rerolled, it cannot be taken away. And as you can see, here we got willpower now. I would advise to you to reroll the remove affix, so it could get the willpower gone. So now you will just go ahead and go for add affix again, and then you will get a shadow multiplier, and then you will just focus reroll as long as you will have the side outcome. I got physical affix, and now I will go with my willpower and then add my willpower on it, and then this item is basically done. So you can see I crafted it from the scratch with some pretty minor tips with it, and now we're gonna get our legendary weapon affix on it. I got the mutilation, for example, for my buggy build. I will go for mutilation now, and now I just hit the transfigure button. I won't reroll it, I won't masterwork it, I won't temper it, because I just want to see if it will roll with the unmodifiable state. And yeah, it is unmodified. And this item is now kind of bricked, kind of bad, but yeah, we just go again. As long as we don't reroll it with masterworking and such things, it's kind of okay, because we have enough of our mats either way. So that is a pretty cool way to get, first of all, you decide item you want, and also to get this giga crazy insane items. You can also do this with the amulet. So I hope I could show you a pretty cool guide with the HORADRCI cube, how to craft your items properly, especially with the new double corruption or double transfiguration. So yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like and a sub. Would appreciate it a lot, and also write down questions of this mechanic in the comments down below. Until the next video, bye.